the special.
Wọ́n ti wà ní part of the festival pa àwọn ọmọ wọn create wàhálà. Iṣẹ́ tó dẹ̀ gbélé wọn lọ́wọ́ wọn ṣe. For instance, tẹ́mi ti ń ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n máa wá máa kàn disturb everybody. So nǹkan tí ò mọ̀ wọ́n náà ń ṣe. So wọ́n ń join ọlọ́pàá padà, wọ́n máa yẹ mi as my own. I need one for anything.
Okay, but like one-on-one, ṣé wọ́n ti wá ara sí ni?
For instance, like one of my customers, pé àjọ lọ ra nǹkan. The next day lọ́jọ́ ọ̀pọ̀ yẹn student ní Nàìjíríà ló wà. Wọ́n gba fóònù ọwọ́ ẹ̀, wọ́n láti máa pọ̀ lẹ̀ kó lọ gbowó bá wọn. Ní ìtẹ̀ ìmọ̀wọ́ pé POS wọ́n padà lọ́jọ́ yẹn. So ó dẹ̀ bí tó tó ṣe fún wọn lọ́jọ́ yẹn. So gbogbo irú àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àti ìdẹ̀ tó kán máa lọ.
Oh, my name is Chico. Thank you about it.
All right. Okay. Tell us what you think about SARS generally.
SARS, they are stupid people. Even if you know they do your SARS will stop you for check your phone. Is it a crime to look good? Is it a crime to wear good shoes? Is it a crime to have good wristwatch? Not everybody be Yahoo. You understand? I'm an entertainer. You understand? So they should just.
Okay, now the IGP said, do you think it's actually true or it's not true?
It's not true. They need to set up a panel to tell us we need a standing order that we don't want SARS. We don't want it.
That's been lost in the process. Like they're not saying
I feel so bad. You understand? So we are not human. We are human. They don't put so many breadwinners. Look at this that was watching the woman call out I don't want to hear SARS. Just them.
nice. So tell me, what do you think about I know they are out there, they are just not doing the right thing. So I guess for those people are not I think it's a good start of I actually Anyway, guys, that is that about that discussion. We've heard from people what they say about that and what they want to be done to dispel. Anyway, guys, do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and send a comment so that you subscribe whenever we're and I come here next time. Remember, solidly safe.
Global celebration of the woman is here again, and coincidentally, the first woman and the first African to be appointed the DG of the World Trade Organization has just resumed. Interesting, right? There are thousands of things this woman, and KOKO TV has just taken this bold step of bringing you all of the things that you do not know about the wonderful Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Join me as I speak with Onyinye Iweala, the first and eldest child of the Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala family. This is Layo Shobo, and you're watching KOKO TV Nigeria. This new appointment, how did it go down? And then, how was the process? How was the process for you, for dad, for your brothers, and even for mom? How was the process? And then when it eventually came, how did it go down? You know, the celebration and everything, right. How did it go down?
I mean, the first thing I'll say, this process is very arduous and it's very stressful. And of course, the people feeling the acute stress was number one, my mom, for sure, felt the acute stress, but also my father. You know, he has been a fantastic support for my mom. And so he's out there trying to like keep her calm, keep her sane in the midst of a very grueling and sometimes confusing process. There was stress on him. There was also stress on my aunt. and my uncles, you know, because they're also trying to support my mom in this whole process. And then similarly for my siblings, Uzo, Kechuka, Kechi. So I think overall, I would say this was a stressful process, but the acuity of the stress decreased, you know, depending the further distance away from my mom, but everyone felt something because I mean, basically what I was saying was, we're in a pandemic. So in times when it's not a pandemic, the candidates are expected to fly across the world. You know, maybe you'll be in Barbados this day, then Fiji next day, then Japan, you know, then Senegal, then, you know, going from country to country, meeting with all of the ministers to try to convince them you're the candidate for the job. So there's, and that was muted because of the pandemic, but it still meant there were multiple Zoom calls, this, that call. Secondly, you have almost like an exam of sorts. So not only do you have travel, political skill, and diplomacy, but you also have to know what you're talking about. This is trade, you know. And I've never seen my mom. She was like preparing. You know, my mom is like the economist. The lady is brilliant. She knows all sorts of stuff. She was the finance minister for Nigeria, you know, involved in customs, all that. And even my mom was sitting down, preparing, studying, making sure that she understood details related to trade. So because when they interview you, they ask you those details. They want to make sure they're getting the best person for the job. So when you combine those different kinds of skill sets needed with the situation, that political, you know, which happened with the Trump administration, a lot, and then at the last minutes, like, oh, we don't think, and then being in limbo while we were waiting to see, okay, they agree. It was very stressful.
Amazing. So she resumed where she go. How was the appointment?
So I say it was pretty thrilling. I mean, in the summertime when it looked like she was getting closer and closer to being the #1 pick, we were starting to get excited. And then now they started doing television interviews in our house in Maryland, and like we could see the Zoom video of her accepting the appointment and so forth. It's just, it's mind-blowing. It's like surreal. You know, I mean, you keep saying to yourself, God is good, God is good, God is great, but it's not. I'm like, this lady is making history in different ways. Plus, she's coming at such a critical time for trade, you know, when it comes to dealing with this pandemic and a lot of collapsing economies throughout the world. And so I'm like, wow, this lady has to do all this stuff. And guess what? This lady is also my mom. And says, how's Adora? How's Kelechi? You know, like, those are my 3 kids. You know, she's like, on the one hand, I will look at China and the US, you know, the how's Andrew's husband, you know, how is school today? How is soccer? I'm just amazed at how she can balance that stuff. But my aunt really wanted to have some kind of celebration. And so, you know, it's, again, we're kind of muted because of the pandemic, but as soon as we can get everyone together, we're planning to travel to Switzerland and have some kind of celebration. Yeah.
That would be so amazing, like, really. So you talked about she balancing these things. How do you think she does it? Because really, it baffles me. It really baffles me. And then growing up, how did this affect, you know, our choice of career, our availability to manage and run the home? How did it affect you? How?
So I have to say that my mom provided me a phenomenal example of the struggles and what you have to do to juggle work and life. But she showed me that it's possible, that you don't have to children in order to have a great career. And I think that's powerful for me, because I think that women to be in the public sphere, in the professional sphere, I think it's critical, because I think it makes our world better. But at the same time, I think it's really important for children to be able to see both parents involved in domestic life and involved in raising them. And I think that when you have a working mom, that means that your dad, who's a working dad, a parenting dad, it's so I got to see both of them in partnership. I think that's one thing I learned from both of my parents, that for either of them to succeed in their professional careers and also in raising us, that it was a partnership. And that's what I was looking for when I went to look for my husband and try to get married, and then also my career as a scientist and a doctor. So but I have to tell you, I don't know. I don't know how my mom does it, because now I'm living that experience. I'm like, and she was doing all of this 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, right? I'm not about to be 40. She was doing it at a time when, this work-life ideas, those things weren't as popular at the time. So one thing, we have a nanny from Nigeria that helped us out in the home. So that, at least for when we were really young, it was very helpful to my mom to have that. Until we got to about 10, 12 years old, then we could take care of ourselves. The partnership that you had with my father, that they really had the team. And we had my extended family, uncles, aunts, cousins. If they were coming to the US, they could also take care of us, help drive us to activities and school. I think that was how she kind of got things together. But it's hard in the United States. It's hard where you don't have that same net immediately there at all times with childcare.
Okay, so when she's not working, how is she at home? How does she relax?
She likes to swim.
Oh,
so anywhere
wow.
that there's beach, ocean, or a swimming pool, my mom likes to be there. That's how she gets her exercise, and that's kind of what calms her. Wow. So she really likes that. And then, she's a funny person, and not so much that she's out there telling jokes, but just that she has that sense of silliness. There's a little bit of silliness and fun that's inside her. So she might just randomly start dancing and singing a song that she's making up just out of nowhere. She also likes to come up with nicknames or pet names. So I had a pet name for me and each one of my brothers. I even have pet names for each one of her grandchildren.
Let us into it's really, really okay, so talking about nicknames and all of the likeness, what is your fondest memory? Maybe childhood memory with her? How was your relationship with her?
Yeah, so I think I have a really nice relationship. One of the things that I remember that I enjoyed, so when my brothers were smaller, she would take us to the local fast food restaurant. We would get hot dogs, hamburgers. And then instead of sitting in the fast food restaurant to eat, she would drive us to the local park. And then, other people have picnic blankets. My mom would spread a wrap, so this is like picnic Nigerian style. You go get your hamburger from wherever, drive to the local park, spread the. I love those. I really love that so much. It's my fondest memories from when I was little,
So let's talk about dad. You mentioned him supporting her. In what practical ways did he do this? Because the world celebrates him today. Whenever we're talking about, Okonjo we allow, people would always find a way to say, oh, she couldn't have done this without her husband. So how, in what practical ways did you see him, support her? And then was there any point in their marriage that they had a clash, as a result of all of this work structure and work schedule? Is there a point?
So, I mean, like I said, marriage is a partnership and it's a give and take. And so I think what I saw with my parents is that there's an ebb and flow, so there were periods of time where my dad's career needed to be emphasized. So for example, after my mom moved to the United States because she had secured a job, my father couldn't just come straight away. He needed to complete training in the UK. And then when he moved to the US, unfortunately, because of the way the US medical training system is structured, he then had to complete more training. So there was like a focus on, okay, my mom needs to kind of hold things down while my dad is able to complete this additional training in the US. And so so there was a give and take there where my dad's career and training needed to be emphasized. Similarly, came a period where my mom got these opportunities. First she had an opportunity possibly to work at the United Nations. In the end, that particular opportunity didn't pan out because both of them discussed, they discussed risks, benefits, balance, is this going to work out for our family? And they came to the decision that at that point, that job wasn't going to be the best for the whole family. Later on, my mom got the opportunity to serve, in Obasanjo's government as the first time she was finance minister. Again, it's the same discussion of, okay, where are we as a family? Let's take a look at this opportunity. This is an opportunity to change in Nigeria. A lot of our kids, most of us we had my youngest still, but we were not graduated. So, I think that what happens is it's a discussion between the two of them about how is it going to work out for the family. And then, they come to that decision, they go. And I think my dad is also very cognizant that my mom has a lot of gifts and talents that can be deployed for the good of not just our family, but for the whole of Nigeria at the time she served in government, and now for the world, And he's so proud of her. He's so proud of her. And it moves me so much because it just demonstrates that he has a lot of respect for both what men and what women can do too. And I think that's something that not only Americans, but also Nigerians and the world can benefit. Like, pay attention. Women should not be treated as second-class citizens, but as equals. We have a lot to contribute to the world. My dad showed that in the respect he has for my mom and his pride in what she's doing.
With her appointments now, what is the one thing, or let me say two things that you feel she really, really wants to achieve?
Yeah, so I think number one, she wants to use, her platform and use the World Trade Organization to improve access to vaccines for everyone in the world. And it's particularly important because of COVID-19. I think my mom feels like the World Trade Organization has a fundamental role to play in making sure that it's not just rich countries, or highly developed nations that have access to the vaccines, but that developing nations or under-resourced countries across the world, and therefore the people that live in those countries, access to these vaccines. So I think that's going to be one of her top priorities because, hey, it's a global pandemic. We're all suffering because of this pandemic. So that's one thing. And I think the second thing is to bring the voices of developing nations and emerging economies to the table. I think that's something that's very important to my mom. And I think one of the things she's going to try to emphasize in the course of running the WTO.
So after her appointment, do you think she'll still want to, go forth in her career, taking some other appointments, or she is retiring?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think my mom can ever retire. I don't know if that's possible. Just like every time you think, okay, yeah, it's going to be calm, then another amazing opportunity presents itself and she needs to contest, because she's qualified and can bring a lot to the table. So I can't really predict what she's going to do, but from me personally, I find it hard to believe that she's ever going to retire. So.
Wow. Well, let's see what hear the good news. Okay, speaking about our choice of style, I think once or twice I've seen her, dress the English way. She's always repping Africa. What do you think brought about this? Why is she doing that?
Yeah, I mean, it's really for practical reasons. So, when she was going to work, you can get a lot of these outfits made, up and down, the Ankara, everything for very reasonable prices, And they make unique outfits that look good, that help you stand out. And it's easy to pick out an ensemble. So practical purposes for that reason. But then secondly, like what you said, like she's trying to represent for Africa. She's trying to represent for Nigeria. She's trying to represent for textile manufacturers. My mom wants to encourage the Nigerian economy. She wanted to encourage the Nigerian economy to diversify, right? Like we should depend on things aside from oil. Oil is great, but like we should have other things just in case. And one of the things that Nigeria is so good at is our textiles, our fashion, our creativity. So I think in her own way, she was, buy Nigerian, wear Nigerian. The same way the US people do it all the time. I'm American too, so I'm like, proud to be an American, made in America, made in USA. My mom is trying to show Nigerians and Africans, we can do that. We make great stuff. Let's buy this stuff. Let's represent. And Nigerians are already doing that. So it's something to promote and encourage.
Well, I really hope this the dress sense, the closing thing of of working in a corporate world. I hope it happens so fast. I really hope I hope everyone gets to that level that we can say, okay, I can go to work through. Oh my God! I just finished speaking with Dr. Oyinye Iweala, and my God, it's really, really, really an amazing. And I had fun all through, and she assured that she had fun as she just watched. Stay tuned to KOKO TV as we bring you many more of these exclusives. I am Layo Shobo. Thank you for joining, and bye for now. Them. But it's a good thing to know also that Nigerians have been putting forces together financially right now to take control and to feed Nigerian protesters so that people protesting, we see food, water, drinks flying all around protest ground. It's a good thing. And then, not only that they contributed, but they are accountable for every percent so far. Even if they lead this country, without a leader, we will still survive. 10 days so far.
Why not give us food? More cook ourselves. Cook ourselves. Yes, so.
And not to be anonymous, that has given us insight into Nigerian political personnel and their cities. This one in particular is mouth-filling.
Irrespective of tribe, race, disheartening that you won't bring to justice every police who have involved in killing of the protesters due to the deep secret that caused the loyalty that lies between you and the people in your government.
But then it is good to see that Nigerian youth want is for us, okay, and they are not disguising anymore, to see what solidarity and togetherness can actually do and achieve in our country. It's actually a good thing. But you all know it's excitement Monday on the Catch Up Show, and we go on the street of Lagos to see what people have to say about issues in their society, in their community, and Nigeria at large. Do come with me. What's your name, sir?
My name is Pharmacist Osho Shimola Odutola.
Okay, sir. So, what do you have to say about the NSAS protest going some time now in Nigeria?
Well, it's a very welcome development. We can't live in a country where there's impunity and extrajudicial killing. The police have to reform. The government has to reform the police and demilitarize the police. The police is not a force, or shouldn't be a force. All over the world, there's no force attached to the police. The police is the police. The armed forces are the armed forces. We live in a country where you see policemen you see 5, 6 carry assault weapons as their standards in Nigeria. Black person around the world are Nigerian youth. So for every 4 people you see in the world that are black Africans, 2 are Nigerian youth. So the time is right, and the time is right. And that change,
must of course come. I hope lifetime. The real Nigeria, the glorious Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir, before you leave, what do you have to say to the protest? You know, youth blocking roads. Do you think it is justifiable for this change that you are seeking? They blocking roads. Do you think it is justifiable?
Well, I've lived in this country since the 70s. By the grace of God, I saw go riots. That's about 1977, 78. I was a little child, but it was a youth protest, but it was violent. I saw the June 12 riots too. I've seen other riots too, you know. This by far as the most peaceful protest in Nigeria. We must say the truth. Now, when you say they are blocking roads, like I told you, out of every 4 black people is actually a Nigerian youth. So when they come out on the road, why won't the roads block? And then, I mean, look at our unemployment rate. That is about 50% or 60%. Yeah. So when the youth are not actively engaged, not that you don't have to be engaged to fight for what is right, but I mean, there's so much youth everywhere. So if you want to gather here, the road will block. It's just, I'm sorry to say that. We should just bear with it.
Of course.
This is the right thing they are doing.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, what's your name, please?
I'm Shegun.
Okay, Shegun, protests have been ongoing in Nigeria for some time now. What do you think?
I think to me, it's a peaceful protest. Doing a good job. I mean, people just want peace. They just want the good things to come back. And for the fact that they are doing their protest, they're just fighting for their rights.
Okay, you're saying they are there. Have you not joined in any protest, or are you not in support of what is going on?
Yeah, as you can see, I'm on my way to somewhere around Akoka.
You're on your way to somewhere around Akoka for the protest, right? Okay, so you've been joining in the protests.
Yeah.
And do you think Nigeria is actually overdoing it?
No, I'm not at all.
All right. Thank you so much for your
You're
time.
welcome.
Yeah, what's your name?
Sammy Moore, that's my name.
Okay, Sammy Mo, what do you have to say about the NSAS protest and police brutality thing?
I think the idea this time, there is no way the Nigerian government will be able to stop all of this nonsense. I watched a video yesterday that was very, very pathetic and very, very, very disheartening. How would you kill somebody? How would you wreck a whole family because of 2,000? The guy didn't even do anything wrong. He just told you he was coming back from church with a keke napep and you told him to pay 2K for nothing, and you ended the life of the wife. And even him now, even the child is having mental disorder because you saw the more. Yeah, you understand? So I don't know, the whatever that the youth are doing now, I think I like it and I'm in support of it 100%.
Okay, so what would you have to say to the traffic, the way they are blocking the roads? Is it justifiable still?
If we are seeing the way the traffic, whatever, if all of these things doesn't happen, there is no way the government will see that we are very serious with what we are doing. So for the fact that the traffic is much, is empty and all of those things, I think it's a good move so that they will understand that, okay, fine, and everything like that.
Okay, I'm talking about this thing with passion.
Yes.
Have you had a personal experience?
Yes, I've had a very bad.
Okay, can you relay?
There was one time I was coming from Ojodu,
Okay.
so I went to pick up my siblings. So getting to K2, that roundabout, so I was coming down, I was picking with my siblings, so I wanted to go take a commercial bus. So they just stopped me and said, hello, give me your phone. Hi. I was like, I want to see your phone. I was like, you don't have any right to hold my phone. They're like, no, that if I don't have anything I'm hiding, that then I'll give them my phone. I was like, okay, take, this is my phone. This guy delayed me for more than 1 hour. My siblings were crying that we did not do anything. And at that time, that was like, I think 2 years ago. 2 years ago, imagine 2 years ago till now. And things are even getting more worse. For nothing, and they still have me to pay some money. If not, I just opted that, It was only the bus key. It was even a bus key. I had to tell them that, okay, I'm a driver and all of those things before they had to let me go and all of those things. So that's, I think, the move we Nigerians taking over. We are taking over. Ati Soros, okay, bye. Now like this, so
Wonderful.
the day YDP, Youth Democratic Party.
Confirm. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
And there you have it, guys. Shortly, I know that a new Nigeria is on, and I'm positive that we all will be alive to see it and experience it. Do not forget, guys, to like, subscribe, share, comment, and turn the notification bell to be notified whenever we post. Till next time, my name is Toby. Bye-bye.
The current uproar that arose from the interview royal couple Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had with Oprah Winfrey, where they opened up on their life as royals, their relationship with the royal house, and the mental struggle faced while in the royal house. Author and women's rights activist Dr. Shola slammed British media personality Piers Morgan on live TV. She condemned the act of the royal family towards Meghan and Prince Harry, and she calls Piers Morgan, who speaks in favor of the royal family, disgusting and a racist.
Are we allowed to engage in?
Let me finish.
Well, you're not stopping.
Harry and Meghan had the audacity to speak their truth. That you should be at the actual outrage of racism.
Right, okay. Am I allowed to respond to this? Am I allowed to respond yet?
You can respond now.
Okay. I think the Queen is disgusting. I think it's unbelievable. You talk about the
Am I lying? I said that.
Allow me to say what I'm. Allow me to explain.
And the institution is
Right,
protected.
allow me to defend our royal family. Thank you.
You tell me.
What about the behaviour of Harry and Meghan, who are spray gunning his family on global television as Philip lies in hospital? You might laugh. I don't think it's funny. I think it's piling hurt on the Queen, who is already suffering greatly from her husband's illness.
I'm going to respond to that. What I don't think is funny, I'll tell you what I don't think is funny. It's the fact that you are such a disappointment. I wish to God one day you will surprise me. You constantly use your platform as a wealthy, white privileged man with power influence to
what a load of
and
nonsense, honestly.
The biggest
What a load of race-baiting nonsense.
And the misogynist attacks on Meghan Markle. And you do it so shamelessly.
We have
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Àlùtà mẹ́ta làwa yóò ṣe. Àlùtà mẹ́ta làwa yóò ṣe. Àlùtà mẹ́ta làwa yóò ṣe. Àlùtà mẹ́ta làwa yóò ṣe.
That's why I get my speakers. Roofing.
That must go! 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 That must go!
What do you want? Exile! 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 Exile!
Yes! In Ogobo show yesterday, SARS are still killing people. Yes! SARS are still arresting people. We want immediate end and termination of the operation of SARS. Now! We are not allowed to keep quiet on the issues affecting the nation. Let it be finished across the nation that the Nigerian youth, this political consciousness is being awoken in us because of the marginalization, because of the intimidation, because of the marginalization. We are saying no to the SARS brutality. We are saying no to the marginalization. We are saying no to the corruption. We are saying no to every evil being practiced in Nigeria. And that is why, at this point, the Nigerian students, the Nigerian youth, we want to make a statement.
I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming to this family.
Àdúrà mẹ́ta mo gbà fún Déjàre.
In my heart today's a permanent place for you. That's why my
AB.
from Delilah. Save me from Delilah. Yeah, Elijah.
Right. Wow. It's really not much here do is so feminism, and feminism. So thank you for giving me that. Okay, so the focus of this magazine is your mom as an inspiration to African girls and African women. But you know, she had the privilege, she had the opportunity. Her dad was a monarch, and the family is well to do, and then it passed on to you and your brothers, and you know, all of the great things that you're doing. And I even saw a cousin recently, she got an award from the UN or something, and I was like, okay, wow, it's really a thing in the Iweala family. So, but how about the less privileged girls and women, you know, people that do not have all of this privilege that your family have?
So I think, so first point is that it's very important to see the example of somebody that looks like you doing something great. So, you know, first off, just to have that imagery, I think is really powerful and very important. So that's one point I'll bring up. The second is, you're right. You know, it takes people pushing you up. Sometimes it takes resources in order to train people to get to the points where my mom has gotten. And I think that's why it's really fundamental to her that we need to improve the structures we have, whether it's through government, whether it's through communities, so that people don't have to be the daughter of a monarch or traditional ruler, or don't have to be super wealthy in order to succeed. We want equality of opportunity for everyone. I think that's the bottom line. So from that standpoint, my mom and her siblings were raised that what you need to do, because you have a lot of privilege, take advantage of it as much as possible. Educate yourself, get yourself into the places of power so that you can represent the people who don't necessarily have the same voice and access that you do. And then when you get there, do something to change the situation so that other people will now also have the opportunity, even if they didn't start out with the same level of opportunity that you yourself are so lucky to have. And that's something that my mom and dad have ingrained in us. It's so important. So I think that's probably why, you know, I believe in this idea of mentorship. And I believe I'm here, I'm trying to represent as a physician scientist who also happens to be a Black woman. And then to try and encourage others and to set up a system, you know, even within my small lab, where other people can see, okay, this is what we need to do so that they can reach those levels. So, you know, I know that even if, yeah, I think I'll just put it at that. Number one, the importance of the imagery of having somebody that looks like you in the position. And number two, the importance of having someone who recognizes the importance of equality of opportunity, of giving developing nations of poor, underserved girls the chance to succeed in that place of power so that she can say it over and over again.
Well, that's really amazing. Okay, I forgot to ask this the other time when I asked about feminism. Yeah. I know you're a Christian, you like to sing, yes, the choir, and all of those things. But you know, a Nigerian gospeler once said, you cannot be a Christian and be a feminist. You know, that it contradicts what the Bible says about women submitting, you know, all of those things.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm going to ask you two questions.
Yes.
Here. So the first is, what do you think about this? You know, this point of view, and then what do you also think about, okay, the statement that when women get into power, they begin to I don't want to say misuse or you know, act somehow towards husbands, wanting to lord over their husbands. And so what do you think about this? First, about you cannot be a Christian and be a feminist, and then about women in power, you know, lording over their husbands.
Wow. I mean, I guess I am in complete disagreement with this statement that you can't be a Christian and a feminist. You know, the Bible, so the Bible is a living document. You know, the Bible is something that is supposed to guide us. We're supposed to look into the scriptures to understand how we can approach and listen and be with God. And I don't think God wants any of God's creations to be thought of as second-class citizens who should not succeed, who should be abused, or who shouldn't be listened to. I just don't think, for me, God and Jesus Christ, like, that's not what they're for. You know, Jesus had women as part of his integral group of people that were with him, you know? So I disagree with that statement. And then secondly, I guess I also just disagree with the statement that women in power are automatically going to turn around and lord it over their husbands. I just haven't seen that example. I'm not saying that maybe it happens, like I'm sure that you can find one example or something, but I just haven't seen that. You know, sadly, there are not as many female leaders in high positions of power as we would like. But for the ones that I can see, they actually seem to have incredibly healthy, loving relationships that are truly partnerships with their husbands. Those are the ones that succeed, not the ones that are lording it over or whatever. You know, I feel like that's a problem fundamental to the relationship, and it's independent of whether the woman is in a position of power or not.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a very good day.
You too.
Oh my God! I just finished speaking with Dr. Oyinye Iweala, and my God, it's really an amazing session. I had fun all through, and she assured that she had fun as you just watched. Stay tuned to KOKO TV as we bring you many more of these exclusives. I am Layo Shobo. Thank you for joining, and bye for now.
Cause you get the final say.
Congratulations have been rolling in non-stop since the Wellington couple, Banky and Adesua, welcomed their first child, a bouncing baby boy named Zaya. The politician and single father even went ahead to drop a single in celebration and gratitude of their baby boy, titled Final Say. The song sheds light on the couple's baby journey, giving hope that things will happen in God's time. There have been a lot of speculations since the song was released and even before the couple had their child. And now, Banky W and Adesua have finally unveiled their journey and testimony. The church, the parents' embryo shrinking, and eventually an evacuation of the babies. After this, they tried the process 2 more times, but it failed and they gave up. Miraculously, while waiting on God, they got pregnant with their baby boy.
So that I don't feel nervous and stuff, which I wasn't, to be completely honest. And I remember now, when you have taken so many pregnancy tests and you have gotten so many negatives, you know exactly what a negative looks like. So there's the test line and the control line. And the test line comes before the control line. And once the pea is moving across the stick and goes past the test line and you don't see nothing in a little bit, you know that it's negative. So here I was watching this stick, and the pea was moving across, and it moved past the test line, and the line was so strong. I doubt. I was going to start rejoicing, then I said, anyways, that's how the control line will not come. It means the test is invalid. Then it goes across and the control line comes up, and the test line is stronger than the control line. And I remember just staring at the stick for a couple of seconds, but not like in shock per se, but just like, this God. And I just sat down. I was still on the toilet seat, and I said, Olubankole, Jesus has done it.
This movie, way up there. Funny, fresh, they are lessons. See, everything I do, I try to make sure I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
After laughing, what do you learn? This movie is going to do this.
So what next should we expect from Frank Donga?
Maybe a Frank Donga feature movie. Feature film.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Don't let them hear you. It's coded. You just hear you.
Yeah.
Well, to dig out the cross, and it's been drilled in by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. His 50th Arsenal goal, combining again with Alexander Lacazette.
At his disposal in those areas, David Luiz finds himself up forward, gets his cross in there, look, and he finds Lacazette.
Jean Moutinho, and Wolves have got their equalising goal. Raul Jimenez. Wolves, who have a habit of doing it the hard way in the Premier League.
Just lets his runner go. Just lets his runner go. It's so easy. Look, he runs off a Sabaya.
Trezeguet. 1-0 für Villa. Mahmoud Ahmed Ibrahim Hassan, genannt Trezeguet, mit seinem ersten Saisontreffer. Und wir haben mit 1:0 zurück. Ball in der Mitte. Robertson! Andrew Und wenn sie liefern müssen, dann liefern sie. Nochmal ein Eckball für Liverpool. Mane! Sadio! Mane! Egal wer auf dem Spielberichtsbogen steht, ob A11 oder B11. Bedient von Trent.
Bodies in the box for Brighton. And in. The slices of touch and the substitute. Trossard has scored again at the Amex. Well, the starting 11 couldn't break down target.
There's a great run across the front post.
Two attacking players have come on. Trossard with the ball in. And that now is game, set and match. And it's Shane Duffy, not with his head, but with his foot, that has sealed the points for Brighton and Hove Albion. He started on the bench this afternoon, impressive Brighton squad. 2-0.
Well, it's all about the quality of the set piece, isn't it?
Fraser. Smith lifts one in. Josh King takes it down. Wriggles free and scores. Well, the Manchester United Old Boys started for it. And on the stroke of half-time, Bournemouth get the first goal against Manchester United. Bournemouth won. That
goal defensively, but a great goal by Josh King. You see, he just feed it out wide to Harry.
Support, including Armstrong, and it's dropped and Ward-Prowse pounces. A rare moment of joy in a miserable week for Southampton. They have the champions on the back foot.
Target made it difficult for Ederson to take cleanly. Southampton.
Walker in towards Aguero. Sergio Aguero doing what comes so naturally to him. And boy, did his side need that.
All about completely instinctive finish here.
Foden. Angelino. It's up there for Jesus. It might fall to City. It does. Manchester City find a way through. And through such an unlikely source. They've kept going.
Enough. They won all 3 points. And look at Angelino here on the left-hand side.
Chase. Comes to Muse, lays it back. Oh, perfectly placed by Lundstrom. A top team goal from Sheffield United. McGoldrick started it. Muse with a touch. Lundstrom with a fantastic finish.
What a wonderful piece of football.
First half.
As an actor, I did some skits. I did some little cameos in some movies, as well as modeling and fitness modeling. So we're just different things from different places mixed into Eric.
Oh, nice. So you were always showing off your, abs and everything in the house.
None of the reasons now, so they'll know what's under the shirt.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so who is Eric right now? Big Brother Nigeria show, you were evicted some weeks ago. So who is Eric now? Has anything changed?
Basically the same person, but right now I'm just more in demand regards to things I like to do. So I'm still an actor, I'm still a model, I'm still a student when school opens. So it's just me trying to make the right decisions for my brand in the long term, because there are a lot of people right now trying to do different things with you. So it's just me trying to figure out, okay, this is good in the next 4 or 5 years, this is good in the next 2 years. So I'm just trying to make the best decisions for myself and my brand and everyone that supports me.
Oh, very well, very well. Okay, so how would you describe your experience in the house? How would you describe it?
My experience in the house was fun, entertaining, and it was educative, because staying in the same closed space with 19 other people from completely different upbringing, different backgrounds, all of us have lived different lives. So it's just it was really entertaining and educative for you to be able to have conversations with those kind of peculiar personalities, because everyone is so different from me, and there's something you can learn from everybody. So I just tried to learn as much as I could from other people that I believed I could have conversations with. So my experience in the house was totally
time experience, as you say. Yeah, I had fun, enjoyed myself, I made good friends. So yeah, looking forward to what the future holds.
Okay, Eric, you mentioned fun like more than 3 to 4 times. Does it mean you do not have
Yeah,
at all?
I didn't have what?
Any regrets at all in the house when you were
Nah, I
in
don't. Nah, I don't have any regrets of how I played the game.
Let's talk about yourself and Lilo when you were in the house. So, do you regret having a thing with Lilo in the house? Do you think she actually changed your game plan strategy or something?
I don't regret it, but I don't. But right now, it seems like it wasn't the right thing to do. Because if it was the right thing to do, I'll obviously still be in the house. So at that point, I didn't know what people outside were saying. I didn't know how they were viewing it. So it's not a regretful. How would I put it? It's not something I regret doing. But if given the chance to go back into the house, maybe I wouldn't get too attached to one person. So I can have like better relationships with other people all around. So, yeah, it happened and I don't regret it. So, things could have been different, but it's not in my hands.
Okay, speaking of having another chance into the Big Brother Ninja house, would you see another housemate? And if you would, who would that be?
That what?
Would you relate with another female housemate rather than Lilo? If you were given the chance back into the house.
I'll relate to all the housemates. I believe that was something I didn't do right from the first day. I didn't try to get that relationship or that conversation starting with everyone on the same level. So that was something I'll do different. I'll try to have an above average relationship with at least the majority of the housemates.
Okay, let me put it this way. Would you have an intimate relationship with another female housemate if you were given the chance to go back into the house? Or would you pick Lilo over again?
I don't know. I can't say. That's still perfect. I can't give any logical answer to that question. I have to leave it to know what I'm going to say to that.
So, since you left the house during the live eviction show, you told Ebuka that you're going to go back to, to normal life and check back on Lilo, and you guys pick up from where you guys left it off in the house. So, how is that going right now? You and Lilo, are you guys in contact?
Yeah, we're in contact when we have something to do together. But as you know, she's back with her boyfriend.
So where does that leave you in the picture?
Leave me where I was before, our friends.
Leave me where you were before.
Yeah.
And you're not willing to.
Pardon?
I think you're not willing to push. Like you're not willing to push. Everybody just go back.
No. Yeah. Right now everything's cool. Right now I'm a young man. I'm just trying to secure the bag, man. Trying to better my life and everything. So I don't want to get distracted with other things that might not pay me as much as I want. So right now I just want to, focus on myself, focus on my brand, and do what's best for myself and my fans and my family. So we just trying to stay focused on what's important.
Okay. That's well enough. It's well enough. Okay, so Eric, I want to believe that you're still following the Big Brother Ninja show, right? Even though you're out of it, you're still following it, right?
To an extent.
To an extent. Okay, so what do you have to say about Praise leaving the house? And it was Watoni, V, Praise, and Tricky T that were nominated for possible eviction, and Praise was just evicted. So what's your take on that? How do you see it?
It's the game, man. It's what it is. Like he actually played a good game because I remember the first eviction night, we both stood up, and after that, I don't think he was up. He was in the bottom four anymore. So it's quite unfortunate that when he got back there, he had to leave. But at the end, he played a good game. For him to get those votes for 2 weeks, I don't know what made them drop, but I'm sure he's not too hard about it. I'm sure he knows he did well because he did well.
Oh, nice. Okay, that is actually coming from someone that has been evicted from their house. So you're telling not to take life too hard, right?
Yeah, you should just do what's important right now. Chase the bag. Fred is a smart guy. We're definitely going to have a conversation. So I know he's just going to keep pushing. He has to provide for his family and everyone. So he's just going to do the right thing instead of dwelling on what he could have done or what he couldn't have done. So I know he's going to do good.
Okay, nice. So with the few weeks you spent in the house with the housemates and the updates you've been following so far, which housemates do you think are going to make it to the top 5?
From the fans I've seen the housemates gathering, I think there are a few people I'm kind of sure about might make it to the top 5. I'll say Lecon, the Icons are 100% behind him, in fact 150% behind him. So I know that he's going to go really far. I believe Nengi too, she has a good fan base. Erica too has a good fan base. Say Kid Wire too has a good support outside. So I believe they will go far.
Okay, so I want to ask, after leaving the house that early, that soon, what did you think you actually did wrong to leave the house so soon?
I don't know. Maybe it was a bunch of different things. I don't know what the viewers saw or what they didn't like about me, but I didn't really try to go back to see what they hated. I'm just trying to move forward and take the momentum going forward instead of dwelling on the past and all that. So I don't know. But the way the game is set up this year, it's actually your housemates sending you away. So I believe that my mistake was not interacting as much as I should with the current housemates. So yeah, that was my biggest mistake.
What about Neo and V? What do you think? Is it just a game plan? Like, is it just a strategy? I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either. But when you're in the house, it's so different. Yeah, when I was in the house with them, I felt like it was real. Because the way they interact and talk to each other, it's something that you can easily believe that it's something that can progress after the house. But at the end of the day, everyone is there for the money. Everyone wants to win. So it could be a strategy, it could be something different. But I can't say from where I'm sitting right now. I wish them the best.
Okay, this current triangle in the Big Brother Nigeria house, the Brighto, Watoni, and Dorothy. What's going on? Let's ask from the standpoint of a guy right now. What is Brighto trying to do?
Like I said earlier, Vito is playing the game. Lodale is playing the game. So I don't even know exactly what's going on personally. But I believe Vito is 100% in the game. So I don't think he's trying to get distracted by any ladies or anything. So he's playing the game.
So if I get your submission right now, you're saying the relationships in the house, they are just cruise, no more, no less.
That's what I feel.
That's what you feel. Okay. Well enough. So looking at it now, you left the house some couple of weeks, I beg your pardon, couple of weeks back. So what are your plans for the future? What are things you're laying your hands on right now?
So apart from trying to get necessary creative I'm trying to lay my hands on best partnerships in my brand, business or things or things related. Yeah, so I'm still going back to my modeling career, putting myself back out there, back to Nollywood, so I can get a few roles and get back on the screen so people can see my range. Like this time, eyes are on me, so it will be easier to get the exposure I wanted. So back to acting, back to fitness, back to get fit, back to just trying to make a living.
Wow, very interesting. Good luck with all of that. Thank you so much, Eric, for on this session. We really do appreciate the attention and the commitment. And we hope that when next we call on you, even if it's not about Big Brother Nigeria, you're going to answer us, right?
Of course. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
And there you have it, guys, the interview with Eric. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, turn your notification bell so that whenever we have a post, you will be notified. Till I come your way next time, my name is Tomi.
Whether it's a married man that bought the car for her or she bought the car herself, and so forth.
Blessing Okoro has come out to speak concerning the prodigy Nollywood actress Destiny Etiko just bought. Destiny Etiko took to the gram where she celebrated her new ride. Although she has since been dragged that the car was bought for her by a married man. Blessing Okoro states that it doesn't matter if it was a married man that bought the car for the actress. She also says that people pointing fingers at Destiny are guilty of the same crime.
women are saying is a married man the car for her. And so fuck what? Whether it's a married man that bought the car for her or she bought the car herself. Apart from a man buying a car and giving to a woman, I don't care how Destiny bought that car. I'm not even a fan of Destiny. I'm not a fan. So I'm not here to support her. So I'm just talking based on general fees. Let me tell you something. However Destiny wants to buy that car, but trust me, that girl have ended. This girl, it's not today Destiny started acting movie now. Let's give people accolade. Let's give people.
am because she did not see him again. Since that 7 years, she didn't see him until she saw him in a movie that we did together with one mama like that 2 years ago. She saw me in that movie and him. She started doing some, even her brothers, they're asking her what happened. She couldn't say it until she told us. So they now put the CCTV. He came in. As he came in, he saw that there was nobody at home. I told him that I want to see those people. He asked me, who are these people? I said, they are DSTV people. I want to see them off. That when I go now, I will stay long. He should relax. He said, okay. I dropped my phone. I said, my phone is here. Then I went out. Locked the door. 2 seconds, he stood up. Begin to check my whole house. He checked every room to make sure none of the children are sleeping. Kema wo bí èèyàn ṣe burú. Ó wo gbogbo inú ilé pé ó fẹ́ wá sure so that he will be sure that none of the children is inside sleeping. He checked the whole house for camera. He checked the whole house. Then he started. I can't even begin to relay the things that he did. Arami Uba, I was shaking because we're monitoring it on the phone. But at the point when she stood up to go to the kitchen, I would know that there is no camera in the kitchen. The people came in. They called police. Police came immediately. They picked him. I asked him, Larry, kí ni mo ṣe fún ẹ? Kí ni mo ṣe fún ẹ? Torí o mọ̀ pé mi ò bímọ àwọn ọmọ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ wá kó àwọn ọmọ yìí sí mi lọ́dọ̀ kí màmá máa ronú. Kò dẹ̀ ṣerú kó báyìí fún mi. Kí ni mo ṣe fún ẹ? He said it's the devil. That me, I'm his benefactor, but the devil he was just talking rubbish. So I asked him what happened 7 years ago. He told me he was just begging me. They took him away. Every day, we go to the police station from morning till night. Some of you are now saying they should post the video of the child that was being molested. Kill it again. What do you want to get? Even if you hate me, even if you don't like me as a person, how can you? Báwo ni ẹ ṣe sùn torí mo lè sùn mí kẹta mi mọ́ mi kẹta mo lè sùn. Báwo lẹ ṣe sùn? Some people were even calling me, trying to threaten me. Why? Why? Money Olúwa. Bí ọ̀fà tí lọ́wọ́ alágbára bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́mọdé rí. Children are the heritage of God. Nobody is allowed to molest them. It's not fair. Please. Mo fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín. Even if you don't like me, please stop it. Stop saying all the rubbish cutting. The police have started their investigation. He confessed 4 different times. Kilefe, why do you want to see a child? Why do you need to see a child being molested? Why? 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 Irú ayé wo la gbé? Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wa ò safe mọ́. Àwọn ọmọ wa ò safe mọ́. Ẹ wo mi, mo ní kọ̀kọ̀. Mi ò ní kọ̀kọ̀ ju àwọn ọmọ yẹn lọ. Ibo ni mo fẹ́ gbé tèmi bàbá ẹ̀? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, please, ó ti tó. Ẹ fi mí lẹ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. If you believe that I'm lying, why don't you wish it on your children or go and see him and ask him? Why would I want to set somebody up, somebody that I'm the one helping him? and enjoy. And enjoy my happy way. I'm not okay. But let me tell you, especially those people who is plotting with, who are trying to see if they can model everything. Even if I die today, maybe I'm going to be happy. Let her be happy. Let her be happy. But wait, I'm sorry. Shoot us in. Look at somebody who call herself a rape survivor going online to say that he wants CCTV of a child being molested. When you said you were raped, when you came out, did we ask for CCTV before empathizing with? Please enjoy. I'm not okay. Please stop spreading emotion. No. Please put your number. Even if you hate me, I'm begging you, please, for the sake of God and all these children. How do you want their parents to feel? Wọ́n fún mi láwọn ọmọ ìkọ́lé tù mí nínú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mi ò bímọ, ó ṣe nǹkan tìjú. This is the way God wants. Why are you being insensitive? What will I gain? Somebody that have been helping for years. What will I gain? Go to me.
Hey, what you doing back here? Mufasa.
Hi Nigeria, it's another time for ribs cracking and stomach aching laughter as Coming to America is in Nigeria. I'm super excited. Welcome to KOKO TV and I am Layo Shobo, live at IMAX Cinemas for the premiere of Coming to America 2. I am so excited to be here and I know a lot of people are here also so excited and I can't wait to know what they think about this movie. So come with me as I talk to people at the cinema about this movie.
Happy Coming to America.
I wish you the same. You look so gorgeous. Okay, first introduce yourself.
My name is Precious, but for tonight I'm Princess Imani.
Woo! What do you do?
I am a lawyer, I'm a content creator, and I'm an influencer.
Oh, that's so great. Okay, give me the details of your dress.
I'm wearing Trisha Couture. The only person that can do it all. And my hair is from Niger Beauty Hair. My makeup is G&G Artistry.
Oh, okay, you know, everything is just...
Everything is a Shopper. Yeah. Everything is name brand, you know.
Okay, I you saw that first Coming to America. Yeah. So what are you expecting in the second one?
I'm expecting to be blown away. I'm expecting to see absolutely storyline is going to be in my mind. That's what I'm expecting tonight. And I want to laugh. I want to be reminded of my childhood as well.
So you didn't see the first Coming to America,
no,
and now you're here to see the second one. What is your expectation? What are your expectations?
I'm just expecting everything African because I know it's black film, so I'm expecting to see more black and African culture and the rest.
Okay, are you excited the video is here? Is in this movie?
Yes, very excited actually. I didn't even know that he was there until I saw it online, yeah.
I have upset my family. You must be strong.
So, did you see the first Coming to America?
Yeah. So many years ago. The kid.
Okay. So this second one, what are you expecting?
Expecting more fun.
Okay.
Because the first one was hilarious. Eddie Murphy was off the book.
Okay.
And now I'm expecting more because I heard the video is in this.
Yeah. What do you think the video did though? What do you think it did in the movie?
Look like a rich boy. Because I can't just figure out the video being
an actor, yeah?
No, a poor boy.
Okay.
Being maybe one of the lost sons who is a rich son from Africa.
Okay.
So that's the way I'm looking at. I might be wrong, but if I'm right, I'm $1,000.
And if you're not, I guess I'll take $10,000 then. First, can you give me the details of your dress, your stylist?
Okay, so this was, the style direction was by myself and my friend, Fabric by Fads.
Okay.
I just called her up and I'm like, okay, so there's a premiere and we have to look African and regal.
Yeah.
She picked the color, came up with the concept, and yeah. And then the jewelry, wow, accessories.
Oh, okay. So how do you feel, wearing this?
I feel like, yeah, so many things on me right now. That's the truth, let me be frank. It feels like the world is on my shoulders. I wonder how these queens do it when they dress up with so many things because they have to look a certain part.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot of work. We are okay with our normal life.
But overall, you like it. It's amazing, right?
Yes, it is. I'm loving the vibe. It's very African here at the premiere. I'm looking forward to everything. I'm looking forward to the part 2.
Oh. Did you see the first one though?
Yes, I did. Of course, we grew up watching Coming to America,
So let's hail the millennial.
Are you a millennial? Oh, you're Generation Z.
I think I'm Gen Z.
But you watched it?
I didn't see it.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't see it.
Look at them. But I mean, you see the part 2, so you'll be inspired to watch the part 1.
Sure. So what do you look forward to in that movie?
I want to see the twist with the fact that Eddie Murphy played an away match. I'm shocked because the love was so real.
Yeah.
True love story that you never think that he's gonna cheat on his dearest Lisa, and then he did. I'm shocked. What part of part 1 did he do this?
Exactly, like where?
Because that's the only in America. So maybe one or 2 trips away.
And it just happened somewhere. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for me. Bye. Yeah.
Just discovered that I may have a son here in this land. How much child support is she getting from? The king pays no child support.
No child support for 30 years and you came back? You was a dummy!
Hey, Nigeria, I don't know if I can even take you well, but hello. Hi, good evening. I'm fine, thank you. How you doing? I'm very good. It's so great to see you here. I think this is the Angolan girl.
Exactly.
I got it.
She's a royal.
Oh, yeah. And I need to ask,
well styled by Kiki, of course.
I need to ask.
Aqua's collection.
Okay, so what year and what age did you see Coming to America 1?
Honestly, I couldn't. To be very honest with you, I can't even remember what happened
in the movie.
In the part 1. And I intentionally didn't even see the trailer of the part 2 because I just want a brand new experience. So let me just come fresh.
So do you have expectations for this one?
Well, the video confirmed it, so at least that's one I like to look forward to. And of course, anything that has any movie in it is mad hilarious. So I cannot wait to lose it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that.
I will so love that program.
I hope I'll be sitting side by side.
I hope so. Because you side comments, side and
oh, it's really going to be amazing. Yeah. So I see you are into a lot of things. You've been singing now and doing the forward to more of, be on the microphone.
That singing is just close.
Oh, really?
I'm still doing the content creation, the fashion. There's one thing I'm adding now. It's going to be acting.
Acting?
Yes, and that's it. But the singing is just close. Nothing deep about that.
Maybe Holy Spirit will, tell you something.
When we do perform in church, them now we sing those items. They are really shade. You get me now.
Yeah.
But outside of that, singing is just not fun.
Okay. I hope you have a great evening. And I hope to see you after the movie. So you'll give your feedback.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Admit your style is foreign to my kingdom, but it's impressive.
That's right.
There you go.
Let me hear you say, hey, ho.
Hey, ho.
No, don't do that. That's his mother.
Oh, don't you say that.
No, not to his mother.
Oh, I'm wearing one and only. It's other day.
Okay.
My personal stylist.
Okay.
Very impressive.
Okay. And your hair?
Oh, I'm actually a brand ambassador to Moody's Air.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, what year did you see Coming to America 1?
Actually, the part 1, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love the part 1. Like, I can't imagine myself in that situation, being forced to marriage and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm ready to watch. Like, what will you do?
Okay.
If it was in the
Okay. So, Davido is in this. Are you excited about the video being here?
I am.
All right. I hope you have a great evening.
Yeah. I came with my bestie. Yeah.
Okay. So let him come on. Let him come on. Introduce yourself.
Hi. This is the video creator.
Okay. And I hope you have a great evening.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Hi. I'm you.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very, very good. It's nice to see you here.
Good to see you.
Okay. I don't want to ask what age or what year did you see Coming to America?
Dude, I can't remember. It's been forever. I honestly can't remember. I won't lie to you.
Okay. So what was the highlight for you there? What was the highlight?
Everything. I particularly like the King's deep voice. I like Semi's foolishness. I like
saying all of this. You know, people are just talking about why he went to America. Like
Semi, the guys in the barber shop. Sounds pretty much together without trying. Especially the role that he probably plays with a very nasal voice, the barber.
Sorry, what you saying?
I can't wait to see how they,
Okay, so what do you look forward to in this second
one? I hear Davido's in it, so I want to see how he does.
Okay, so Davido on the
I'm excited to see all of it. I want to see how they're going to bring the story together, after they return to how did the guy end up in the kitty?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Okay, so how do you think this will do in the Nigerian music market? How much do you think it will do?
I can't speculate. I think it will do well. I don't know how well it will do in terms of cash, but I definitely think it will do well.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great evening.
This is your brother.
Hey, Quay. I'm sorry I slept with your man.
So, America. Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm very good, and it's nice to see you here. How do you feel being here?
Excited. Happy being here.
Okay, I don't want to ask what age, but what year did you see Coming to America the first one?
I was very young.
Oh, very young. Okay.
Very young, yeah.
So what's the highlight for you?
For this or the other one?
The first one.
The first one, the humility.
Okay.
Being from coming from a royal background, and seeing the new life in America. He has everything to show up, but he's still humble. That's the catch of it, and I like the love story.
Okay, so what do you look out for in the second one?
My boy Davido.
Okay.
Davido's performance.
That's the only thing you're looking out for?
Yeah,
oh wow, okay. So like how much do you think this will gross in Nigerian market?
Gross in that.
Like, you want to give a figure?
I don't really understand the market on movie profits. Maybe it's music.
Yeah, like. Alright.
Music is construction.
Sure, you know that. Alright, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great evening. Yeah, bye.
The Prince of Wakanda.
Wakanda is a fictional place.
Not everybody.
Zamunda is a very real nation.
I don't need no handout. Wait a minute. Alright, I'm gonna pack. Okay.
You look gorgeous. Okay, so give me the details of your dress.
Honestly, this is something I just pulled out of my closet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, well,
I always usually style myself.
Whoa. Okay, that's okay. I'll give you the credit then. All of the credit. Okay, so did you see the first one?
Yes, I did.
For you in that. Do you remember?
Just there are a lot of things.
Okay.
I even watched the recap.
Okay.
I feel like the highlight for me was wedding day when he was kissing and they were like,
"It's not your time."
Not your time.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to in the second one?
Oh my God, so much laughter, so much fun, just all giggles, honestly.
Okay, were you surprised about the plot twist that Prince Hakim had a son outside?
I'm not surprised. Of course, it's a part 2. There's supposed to be a plot twist. If not, then why having a sequel?
Okay. What age were you when you watched the first one?
I think it was in 2014, so I was pretty grown. I was late to the first one.
Okay, and how much do you think this movie will gross?
In Nigeria?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it would gross a lot, honestly. I feel like I feel like it would do probably better than let me not call names, but we know the movie.
I want to. I want to say you saw Coming to America first.
Yeah, I did.
I don't have to ask if you did. So what are you expecting in this second one?
The main expectation I have of this movie is Eddie Murphy's versatility, because the fact that he plays so many roles at the same time is something I found extremely amazing from the first one. So yeah, that in particular.
Are you surprised that we heard he has a son outside?
Actually, because if you think about it, what else is going to happen in a new Coming to America? I mean, come on. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So at what age were you when you watched the first one?
Oh my goodness, I don't remember.
Whoa!
I don't
And
remember.
like how many times have you watched it?
I watched it so many times.
Many people say like 90 times. At least 5. Oh,
90,
okay.
you know, that's so extreme.
Okay, so we heard Davido is in this new one, and do you look forward to seeing him?
Of course, it's a big win for the Nigerian music industry, and it's very exciting.
Okay. So what do you think he's doing there? Acting or performing?
I know he's performing. It's still acting, but it's just
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming on here. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you. Bye.
King's son from America.
And my mom's.
And his mom.
Hi, good evening. You look so superb.
Thank you.
Okay, first introduce yourself.
I'm Ruth Quetty. I'm a filmmaker from Cameroon.
Oh, okay. Can you give me the details of your dress? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Joanne and Alero Eye creation, and it's silk and beads embroidered corset dress.
I love it. And your hair?
Yes,
it's natural.
Natural gift. This is hair by God.
Okay, so did you see the first Coming to America?
Definitely.
So what was the highlight for you in that movie? Can you remember?
It's a family movie, and that's what I really loved about it. But like everybody, when we were watching it, the first shock was when we were rooting for the good person, the good guy, and then when they discovered that Akim is actually the prince, and they sent the dog after that guy. I'm like, this father has no loyalty at all.
So what are you looking forward to in the second one?
I just want to see the progression of everybody. I want to see where they are now and the new additions, because there's a lot of new names. Eddie Murphy's girl is in it as well. I know there's Rotimi, there's Wesley Snipes, there's Tiana Taylor.
And even Davido.
Davido is in it. I think what's her name again? This South African lady.
Nonzamo.
Nonzamo is in it. So that's something I was like, okay, I love it. It's star-studded and it's very global.
Oh, okay. So like, how much do you think Coming to America is going to make in Nigeria? Like, how much? You know, we know what Funke Akindele did. And
I think it's going to match that and surpass it because, listen, you need to understand this.
Okay.
First of all, some films are catered to a certain kind of people, but now this is a family movie. It's comedy, so it's going to attract the younger crowds as well as those who are older and are nostalgic about it. Okay. So there are those who are going to watch it and watch it again, because that's one of those films that you watch, you never get tired of watching.
Okay, so were you surprised about the plot twist where Prince Akim had another son outside?
You know what? I'm not surprised though, because they told him to go sow your royal oats. So he was sowing oats.
Really? You're not?
I'm not surprised.
Okay. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.
See you around.
Thank you, love.
I always thought that Mika was going to be queen.
A woman isn't allowed to rule Zamunda. It's the law.
Hi, Shay.
Hi, how are you?
Great. I'm very good. And you?
I'm fine.
It's very great seeing you tonight. Okay, so first of all, what do you expect to see tonight in that movie?
I expect to see comedy, fun, future, Coming to America.
Okay, so to your fans, what should we be expecting?
Many projects, back-to-back projects this year. Actually,
You don't want to give a hint of some
albums, EPs, mixtapes, acting, movies, everything.
Okay, all right.
Diary dailies.
Okay.
Socials, everything is popping this year. So
all right.
I'm definitely giving you a lot more insight into my life.
Okay. Evening.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. Fantastic.
You look very amazing. I must say you're a bad diamond. Oh, are you an angel?
No, I'm an African angel.
Okay, so what year and what age did you see Coming to America 1?
The first, I can't remember the year. I can't remember the year.
Okay.
But I am pretty much sure I was quite young.
Very, very young.
Quite
So
young.
what was the highlight for you in it?
Everything. I think it was more of Eddie Murphy's acting. You know, he played different roles.
Yeah.
It was more of Eddie Murphy's acting. Just the fact that the movie kind of
incorporated Africa into it. So yeah.
So what do you look forward to seeing this time?
Something that beats the first one, because I really don't like this. My problem with remakes is I just want it to be better than the first. I don't want it to be the same thing.
Especially as it took 33 years, you know, that long.
It's a lot of time, so it has to be really good.
But do you feel it is weird coming after 33 years?
No, I don't. Because I've seen the storyline, so I know that it says something that involves him having a son and things like that. So it's not weird at all.
Okay, and David Doe is in this one. Are you looking very much forward to that?
David Doe, looking forward to hearing Burna Boy's song as well. See what song is in it as well. Everybody that's Nigerian, I'm just looking forward to them.
You just love Nigeria.
I mean, that's why I came like this.
Yes, sure. That's so. All right, I hope you have fun. Thank you for talking with me. Bye. Okay, first off, I'm wowed by your dressing. So I want to know what inspired this and who styled it.
Designer Nazarena Mixus. The outfit is straight off of New York Fashion Week runway. I did a little bit of support accessorizing to suit the look. The look represents indomitability and wealth, which are characteristics of a king. You know, so yeah, that's what it is.
And it's really out of Nigeria. Like it's from
yeah, it's Zamunda.
Yeah, exactly. So what year did you see Coming to America one?
I think I saw that in 1990 or 1992. It came out in 94. In 88, sorry. Yeah, I think I saw it about 94 actually.
Oh, okay. So what was your highlight? What was your highlight?
Well, the Good Morning My Neighbor's part was like super, you know, there was that passion and excitement in that part.
And then did it become a thing for you at that time?
Oh yeah, I mean it's still a thing now. The moment that part got back on Netflix, everyone got back to it, yeah.
Okay, so what do you look forward to this one?
Well, it's been 31 years, so I'm looking forward to seeing how the dynamic between Eddie Murphy and Arsenal is written to have played out in the second part. So.
Okay, so how, as an actor, how do you think this would do in the Nigerian market?
I think Nigerians are going to love it. Like, everybody knows Coming to America, so it's as good a film here as it is in America or in Asia.
Hi guys.
Hi, it's so great to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, you look really amazing.
Thank you.
But I asked about your dress. Okay, for those that do not know, introduce yourself.
Okay, hey guys, it's your girl Ezinaya Senegal, all the way from London, UK. Here to be inspired by African love and African beauty and African celebration.
Okay, so she came from London to coming to America, you know, even in Nigeria. That's so amazing. Okay, give me the chosen dress.
The chosen dress, this was done by an amazing tailor of mine called Obe. And she made it this morning. Woo! That's how quick she is.
Like very quick, very quick. So I want to believe you saw Coming to America, the first one. What was your highlight?
The dancing, the intro dance. As a performer, as a dancer, like it was one of the most inspiring part of the movie.
Do you want to do some of them for me?
Oh, I can't remember. It was so cool.
Okay, what do you look forward to in the second one?
Do you know what? I'm actually looking forward to see how his character grows up and the new Coming to America and how it feels.
Okay,
so yeah.
So at what age did you watch the first one?
Oh my goodness, that expose us like that now. I actually don't know. I never thought about it. Like,
okay.
I don't know. I'm
what year would you say?
Just know I was very young, but I remember every dance move.
Oh, okay. Okay, so do you, how much do you think this will grow to the Nigerian market?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, Africa has been taken over in the last couple of years, and this is another step we need to cross into movies internationally on this level, on this platform. So it's about time. It's about
so you don't want to give a figure. You don't want to give a figure of how much it's gross.
Yeah.
You want to give a figure.
The gross. Oh, as in how much it's gonna make. Oh, Lord Jesus. A few millions, a few zeros. A few zeros.
When you say a few, do you mean up to 10? Up to 50?
Listen, I don't mind 100 zeros. Like, let that zeros be coming to our account, Sha.
Okay. I wish you a great evening.
Thank
I hope
you.
That you
too. You look amazing yourself. I love it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
become a prince?
Almost.
It is time.
Ceremonial circumcision.
Bring forward the royal machete.
Machete?
They're gonna sharpen you too, nephew.
Hey guys, my name is Eniola. I want to give a shout out to my special person, and which is my grandma. I like her because she's a caring woman. Like, she's hardworking and she's selfless. Like, she sacrifices her time for us. Like, I like her. Like she's the best. Grandma, I love you so much, and I pray that this gets to you, because like you're the best in the whole wide world. And I wish, like, I thank God that I met you, that you are not dead. Like, I'm thanking God because you are the best. Like, you are all I can ever ask for. Grandma, I love you so much.
Records what? Fuck. Hey, that's not playing on my phone. It wasn't on my phone. I don't think I've played music on my phone today. Oh, okay. Just now I was posting a story and then I just added this Instagram music. Did you spino? Jacko Ashere? Yeah. I think that was the last song I played today. Favorite Nigerian food? I'm always repping my state, Delta State, banga soup with Titus fish. The Titus fish has to soak the banga soup. That's everything for me. Yes, with maybe starch. Not really a fan of swallow, but yeah, soup and fish. I am the sensible one. I am not the wild one because I have a lot of wild friends. Sometimes I just think, sometimes I would look at my friends and I'm like, I think they say birds of the same feather flock together. We're not birds of the same feather. I have very crazy friends. Most times I'm the sensible one, always trying to put everything together. Yeah. Kiss, kill, marry. Hey, I would kiss Sumadina. I will kill Thomas. I can't marry him, and then I'll marry Toby Mackenzie. Perfect. My favorite body part. Recently, it's been my lips. I used to be very insecure about my lips because they are very small, and then people would not just let it go. And every time people would be like, "Oh, your lips are so small." And then there's some kind of lipstick styles I can't wear, like matte and all that. But recently, with just a little lip gloss, it looks very cute. So yes, my lips. Color best describes me. I would say purple because it's my favorite color, and then it shows the kind of person I am. I like to think I'm this very regal person, and purple has that royalty definition in it. And then I like to be colorful and calm at the same time.